Welcome to another video from Wheels Whips.
The 1964 Pontiac GTO is often credited as one of the first muscle cars in American automotive history, marking the beginning of a new era in car culture. Engineered by John Z. DeLorean, Russell G., and Bill Collins, the GTO was conceptualized to fit a larger and more powerful engine into the intermediate-sized Pontiac Tempest, thus creating a performance-oriented and affordable vehicle that younger drivers would find appealing. The GTO, which stands for Gran Turismo Omologato, borrowed its name from Ferrari, signifying a car approved for racing in the Gran Tourer category. However, the GTO's relationship with Ferrari ended with the name, as the Pontiac GTO was a different beast tailored to American tastes and roads. It featured a 389 cubic inch, 6.4-liter V8 engine that, when equipped with the tri-power option, 3 two-barrel carburetors, could produce up to 348 horsepower. This mighty engine was a significant step up from the standard engines offered in the Tempest and catapulted the GTO to new performance heights. Exterior-wise, the 1964 GTO maintained a sporty yet elegant appearance with its classic Pontiac split grille, subtle GTO badges, and the available dual hood scoops, adding a touch of aggression that hinted at the car's performance capabilities. Inside, the GTO boasted a cabin equipped with bucket seats, a floor-mounted gear shifter, and an option for a tachometer mounted on the steering column, features that spoke directly to the driver's desire for control and a race-inspired experience. The GTO's suspension was enhanced with stiffer springs, larger diameter front sway bar, and shocks calibrated for firmness, which improved handling. The Hurst-shifted 4-speed manual transmission was a popular choice, but a 2-speed automatic was also available. The combination of power and improved handling was well received by the automotive press and enthusiasts alike, earning the GTO a strong reputation on the street and the drag strip. It wasn't long before the GTO's success began to influence the entire American automotive industry, prompting other manufacturers to focus on high-performance versions of their own intermediate-sized cars. The GTO had effectively created a blueprint for the muscle car segment, a space where powerful engines, aggressive styling, and affordability intersected to the delight of American consumers. Over the years, the Pontiac GTO has become an emblematic figure in American car culture, admired for both its trailblazing role in muscle car history and its lasting impact on automotive design and engineering. Collectors and restorers continue to cherish the 1964 GTO, preserving its legacy and ensuring that its spirit remains a touchstone for performance enthusiasts. The 1964 Pontiac GTO carried more than just raw power. It represented a cultural shift towards a love for performance vehicles that could be driven every day. Its introduction sparked a muscle car craze that would dominate the 60s and 70s, and its impressions can still be seen in modern performance cars. The GTO's combination of affordability, potent performance, and street credibility made it an instant classic, and even decades later, it continues to captivate the minds and hearts of car enthusiasts around the world. Indeed, the GTO marked a pivotal moment, bridging the gap between the subdued automobiles of the late 1950s and the full-blown muscle car mania that would sweep through the 1960s and early 70s. It pushed the boundaries of what was expected from a factory-produced vehicle, highlighting that a family car could also serve as a performance machine. This dual personality of the GTO made it a versatile vehicle, as at home on the school run as it was on the drag strip. The design of the 1964 Pontiac GTO was sleek and understated, but it bore the aggressive stance and muscular lines that hinted at its high-performance capabilities. Its styling cues, such as the stacked headlights and the split grille, became iconic Pontiac trademarks throughout the 1960s and 70s. Moreover, the GTO's design language spoke the lingua franca of power without needing the extravagant adornments of its contemporaries. However, the GTO wasn't just about aesthetic appeal and raw power. It was also about innovation and pushing the envelope in terms of what was feasible in mass production cars. For instance, while other manufacturers were wary about placing large, high-power engines into smaller chassis due to concerns about handling and safety, the creators of the GTO threw caution to the wind. They understood that there was a growing market of younger drivers who wanted more than just transportation. They craved excitement, speed, and the thrill that a powerful car could provide. As the GTO gained popularity, it also found its way into the heart of American pop culture. Movies, music, and television embraced the GTO, cementing its status as a symbol of youthful rebellion and freedom. The GTO's image was that of a rebellious upstart, challenging the confines of a sedate post-war America, and finding resonance with a generation eager to define itself through power, speed, and an unapologetically brash presence. One of the key factors contributing to the GTO's success was the marketing genius of Jim Wangers, who was instrumental in crafting the GTO's image. Wangers turned the Pontiac GTO into a cultural phenomenon, with a combination of clever advertising and ties to youth culture. The GTO was positioned not just as a car, but as a lifestyle choice, a hard-charging, take-no-prisoners attitude on wheels. From a broader perspective, the inception of the GTO helped to alter the general public's view of Pontiac, transforming the brand's image from that of a staid manufacturer of reliable family transport to a powerhouse mark that catered to the performance-hungry buyer. It also helped to elevate DeLorean from a talented engineer to a dynamic leader who would later go on to attempt to build his own visionary sports car. By the same token, the GTO's heavyweight performance started to create problems as insurance companies took notice. Premiums for GTOs skyrocketed as the likelihood of accidents rose in tandem with the horsepower under the hood. This issue, combined with the introduction of stricter emission regulations and changes in consumer tastes, began to spell the end for the classic muscle car era, a period the GTO had helped inaugurate. In 1974, amid a changing landscape of fuel crises and environmental concerns, the original GTO iteration was laid to rest. It re-emerged in later years as a rebranded Holden Monroe and then again as part of the new wave of retro-styled muscle cars, but for many aficionados, nothing could quite capture the raw allure of the original 64. As the years have advanced, the 1964 Pontiac GTO has attained a near-mythical status among car enthusiasts and collectors. Auctions featuring well-preserved or expertly restored GTOs command high prices, and the vehicle continues to feature prominently in media and at car shows. The nostalgia for the GTO's simplicity and the era it represents, a time when the goal was sheer enjoyment of driving, unconstrained by the considerations that automobile manufacturers must navigate today, is powerful and enduring. The 1964 GTO's heritage is more than the sum of its parts. It encompasses a sense of freedom, power, and the American spirit. It set standards and broke the molds, leading an industry-wide charge toward crafting cars that were as much about performance as they were about transportation. This legacy endures in the modern iterations of muscle cars, which draw a direct lineage back to the GTO's pioneering days. Its story is a testament to the enduring appeal of muscle cars and the continuous human desire to push the limits of speed and design.